Alright, good day everyone. You're welcome to Master Lecture. Now the topic we have on the board is identifying primary, secondary and tertiary alkanols. This is one area in organic chemistry that JAM loves visiting year after year. Alright, so please, it is my hope that this video exposes the secret to you and open your understanding to this area in chemistry. Alright, now let's dive in. Please do it to subscribe, click the notification bell, do it to follow and drop a comment on this video. So let's begin. Now, identifying primary, secondary and tertiary alkanols. Now the first thing you will need to know is that alkanols, they are also called alcohol, they are also called alcohol. Alkanols are also called what? Alcohols. Now, watch this. Alcohols have the general formula, right? They have alcohol has the general formula, right? General formula of CnH2n plus 1 OH. Now, this is the general formula for alcohol. All right, now they have the functional group. The functional group of the alkanols or the alcohol is what? OH. This is their functional group. All right, it is OH. So anywhere you see these guys, or anywhere you see OH group, just know that that compound is what? An alkanol or an alcohol. All right, so now how do you identify primary, secondary and tertiary? Now here's the code to this. Now primary alkanol has a carbon carrying the OH attached directly to one carbon atom. Secondary alkanol has a carbon atom, has a carbon carrying the OH attached directly to two other carbons. Then lastly, tertiary alkanol has a carbon carrying the OH attached directly to three other carbons. All right, so I believe this is clear. Now, having observed this, what it means therefore is that when we are talking about a primary alkanol, all right, the carbon that is carrying the OH is attached directly to just one carbon. Now take for example, I give you something like this, CH3. Okay, to give you guys the structure, you have hydrogen, C hydrogen, and then you have C hydrogen, and OH. Now this guy is a primary alkanol. How am I so sure that this guy is a primary alkanol? Because the carbon carrying the OH, this guy is the carbon that is carrying the OH. So this guy All right, this guy is directly connected to just one carbon. It is not two. This is the direct connection. This guy is directly connected to this. So please take note, the keyword here is what? Directly. Directly. All right, so this guy carrying the OH is directly connected to just one carbon. This one is connected to this, which is connected to this. So this indirectly. All right, but guess what? This guy is directly connected to this carbon. So this is a primary. This is a primary alkanol. All right, so how do we know a secondary alkanol? Remember, secondary alkanol has a carbon carrying the OH attached directly to two other carbons. So take for example, I give you something like this: C H H H, then C H O H, then C H H H. Now this is a secondary alkanol or a secondary alcohol. How am I so sure? Now look at it. Look at it. This carbon is the one carrying the OH. Are you with me? This carbon is the one carrying the OH. Now this carbon is directly connected to what? This guy on this side, and is also directly connected to what? This guy on this side. So please, when you are trying to identify, pay attention to the carbon carrying the OH. So from the carbon carrying the OH, how many carbons is directly connected to the carbon carrying the OH? So the answer here is what now? 2. So this guy is the primary alkanol, also called 1 degree. This guy is a secondary alkanol, also called a 2 degree alkanol. Then lastly, for tertiary, for tertiary, for tertiary. Now in tertiary, you have 3. Look at it. Has carbon carrying the OH attached directly to 3 other carbons. So the carbon atom carrying the OH is linked to what? 3 other carbons. Now let's look at that. Let's say we have this H, 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 then COH, CH3, CH, H. Now, what can you observe here? You're going to discover that this carbon, this carbon carrying the OH, this is the carbon that is attached to the OH. So this carbon carrying the OH is directly connected to 3 other carbons, directly connected to this guy, directly connected to this guy, and directly connected to this guy. So on the right, it's connected to a carbon. On the left, connected to a carbon. Above is connected to what? Another carbon. So this guy is a tertiary. This is a tertiary alkanol, also known as what? 3 degree alkanol. All right, so there was a question Jam asked. All right, there was a question Jam asked some years back. They said, they gave us a compound and they say we should identify if the compound is primary, secondary, or tertiary. All right, so you have something like this: CH3, 3, then COH. Now this compound is very similar. This compound is very similar to what we have here. Now it's just structurally different. Now this guy is a decondensed, sorry, it is a condensed structure of this. So if you have to open this, it means that we have 3 CH3 attached to this carbon. So you have something like this: COH, your normal OH, then you have CH3 here, you have CH3 here, and then you have what? CH3 here. So this is a condensed structure of this. So this guy is what? Decondensed. Okay, so what do I mean by decondensed? This guy is open. The structure is more open. This one is very compacted. All right, so look at it now. This is what we have. All right. Now, how do you know what kind of alkanol, if it is primary, secondary, or tertiary? Now, I told you what to look out for. Now, the carbon carrying the OH, the carbon carrying the OH. Can you see it now? This carbon is connected to how many other carbons? It's connected to this guy. It's connected to this guy, and it's connected to what? This guy. So therefore, this is what? A tertiary alkanol, which is also called what? 3-degree alkanol. Do these examples for me, and please drop your answers in the comment section. So now, identify if these compounds is going to be primary, secondary, or tertiary. These different alcohols, I'll give you three. Identify if they will be primary, secondary, or tertiary. So now let's go. CH2, then CHOH, CH3. And B, we have CH3, CH2, CH2OH, and lastly we have 2-methyl penta 1-or, 2-methyl penta 1-or. So do these three examples. Now please drop your these three classwork. Please drop your answers in the comment section. I'll be reading the comments and be replying. Thank you.